everybody, and welcome back to Petty Perfect. It's me, Darren Monroe, and here I am with you today on this Get Ready With Me, and we are going to do a lovely purple eye. Yes, 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 yes. We're going to add some color and some flair and some light into our eyes, into our face today. And I cannot wait to get started. So let's go. So first, we want to make sure we have a wonderful clean face to work with. No, nothing going on except for these darn little blemish scars that I totally hate. But I'm drinking a whole lot of water, so I'm getting all this cleared up and gone. But anyway, let's get started. So first, I want to get going with my prep spray, and I'm actually running out of it, so I need to go get some more. I have the Urban Decay B6 prep spray, vitamin infused. Yes, because we got to get our face naturally glowing on days when we can't hit that beat. So you just want to go at a little distance and give it a couple of sprays. Now, when you use this prep spray, granted, it tells you on the bottle to make sure, of course, shake it, but not to put any type of moisturizer or anything on your face first, because you want this to get in it and doing its thing and whatever. I don't know. It just does what it has to do. So I just want to get this to dry. You see, I'm about that bun life today, guys. Got my little bun popping. Alright, nonetheless, I just really love bun life. I'm all about bun life, especially as a natural sister. Alright, so I'm going to get going with my facial primer, and I'm using the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer. And I don't put too much. This is about as much as I do. And I do one side at a time. One side of my face at a time. Just a little bit more. Oh yeah. Alrighty. And then I'm gonna go in with my setting powder. Now, I have oily skin, so I like to put a little setting powder on beforehand, before I actually get started. And I'm using the Maybelline Master Fix loose setting powder. And I'm actually running out, so I need to be back into the store for this as well. So what I do is I just dip some in the cap, and then I use my wonderful little blender, and I put it on my face to give myself a nice ashy look. So, oh my goodness, I still don't have enough. I'm running out. So I just go all over my face with it. See? And I look nice and ashy. That is exactly the look that we're going for. And I'm just focusing on the areas of my face that give me the most trouble, which would be all in this cheekbone area. Every now and then on my chin and forehead, but truthfully, it's my cheek area that makes me look like I'm frying chicken. Okay, so there we go. Now, next on the list of things to do is prime our eyes. Now, the special part about priming your eyes, not everybody does, and everybody does it different. I like to use eye primer. Some people use concealer, but whichever way you do it, make sure you do it. Because if you're ever wondering why, you know, okay, I put my eye makeup on, it was totally lovely, it's totally awesome, but in like an hour or so, it's like all creasing together, all meshing together, and it's not what you did, it's because you didn't use primer. Now, I just use that much, that's it. I start at the bottom, work my way up. Now you can use a brush to do it. I use my finger. I can control where I want it to go a little more. That's why I am keen on using my finger. And like I said, it doesn't require a whole bunch. And I feel like sometimes when you use a brush, most of the product gets caught in the bristles. I hate that. So what I am using today as my eyeshadow is one of my fave BH Cosmetics palettes. It's the B palette from BH Cosmetics. Totally love it. It has some awesome colors, just so you can take a gander. Super cute colors, as you can see. And today we are, like I said, we're doing a purple eye, so we're definitely going to be focusing on the two purple colors, but we're going to use these colors as well as our like base colors to go on our eye. And then we're probably gonna highlight with like, probably let's go this. We're gonna highlight with this. Let's do that. Yeah. Alright, so it's purple, browns, highlight. Yeah. Alright, so let's get going. Come on, let's get going. I'm just getting some brushes to use. And I just like to like fan out my brushes to make sure none of the bristles are actually sticking together. So that's what I was doing. If you think I'm being weird or crazy, I probably am. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this color to like base out my eye. Then I'm going to move to this color. We're going to put this purple on the outer lid and then this purple on the inner lid. So one more time. I'm going to use this as my base color for my eye. Then I'm going to give it some definition with this. I'm going to use this on my outer lid and this on my inner lid, and then we're going to highlight with this. Okay, so let's get started. So the first color I'm using is actually called Optimistic, and I'm just, like I said, I'm using this as my base color. And I'm not going crazy with it. I'm just swishing it back and forth on my eye. When it's death on a plate, you look up in the reap of your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. And still won't give a fuck, take a leak and it some color going. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die here. Gotta invest in the timeshare to vacate, get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly, which you watch they face, switch them and coach. If you crip, do this shit for your lows. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. Now we're gonna go to the darker brown, adding some definition, and we're gonna do that one right. It's gonna be more so focused in our crease, and that one's called Inspired. And I'm going in my crease area with that one. So what I'm doing is just like bringing it down a tad from where we started out. See, we're just building colors on top of each other. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch they face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your lows. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page. Had a premonition this would be the last of my days. But I escaped from the rage, but can't escape from the maze. Goddamn shit hurt to see banging. Alright, now we're gonna move on to our purple. From a bitch that's laced like a bitch with taste. Had to look his grams in the face. And for my purple one, I'm using an angled brush. This way it helps me to sweep across the bottom of the line and keeps me in order. So the first purple we're using is the darker purple, which is called Confident. And like I said, we're going to sweep across the bottom of the line. And then I just wanted to go on the outer corner. Okay. Now, what I am going to do to like kick it up a little notch is just bring it one time, okay, maybe more than one, right in the crease. And we're kind of just building off of the colors, adding to the colors, bringing everything together. Yes. And what I'm doing is I'm just dabbing in and then sweeping across. Ready? I'm going to do our next eye. Just going to sweep it out across the bottom and then dab. And this is just packing in the color. It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page, had a premonition right in the crease a little bit, just to add some more depth and dimension. Hurt my heart to see my nigga just laid. He should be getting some leg from a bitch that's laced. He like a bitch with taste. Had to look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reaper your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die here. Gotta invest in the timeshare. Alright, because next we're gonna do our lighter purple, and we're gonna do that on the inner corner of the lid. So I'm just gonna get a flat brush, nothing special about it. And I'm going to go for my lighter purple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle, just bring it down and work my way towards the inner corner. And I'm just patting it on as well, packing on the color. So now what I'm going to do is, again, I like to cheat and use the eyeball, use the shape of my eyeball to get this nice roundness going, to give it something like a cut crease look, but without all that extra work. Let me get some color going. Try a different approach for the ones that fly with you. Watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locs. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm just going to start in the middle and work my way to the corner. Banging his grave, hurt my heart to see my nigga just laid. He should be getting some leg from a bitch that's late. And then I'm going to cheat a little and use the shape of my eye you can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reaper your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die here. Gotta invest in a timeshare to vacate and get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care. Make sure we get some color packed in there. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locs. If Alright, so now that we have everything on, I'm just going to go back and define everything out a little bit. So I'm going to start with my light color that I put on the top of my lid, which is called Optimistic. Just brush that in lightly, right along the top. Then I went in with my darker brown, which was called Inspire, in my crease. Then we did my dark purple, which was Confident, right on the outer edge. And one time for the one time. Right in there. There you go on my outer lid. And right in there. Just to really define out everything. And then on my inner lid, we have the light purple, which is called Kind. I'm just making sure all of my colors like really pop. And then I'm just gonna shape it out.
Had to look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reap of your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck. Take a leak in the lake.
I like that. I mean, I do feel kind of crazy, and I do feel like I look kind of crazy, but all that changes as soon as I add some mascara. So this mascara we're using is from Ulta. It's called Plush Drama. So I supposed to add a little drama to your eyes. And now, granted, I am going to wear lashes, of course, but I like to use the liner because it adds kind of like an eyeliner look, but actually we're underlining. Now, if you have the balls to underline your eye, go for it. Like, go for it. I personally don't, because I feel like I'm gonna poke myself in the eye. And underlining is just going in here. See what I'm saying? I can't even trust my finger. It's going in here, right under in your lashes, and putting a liner. I see people do it all the time, and I just think, like, y'all are the bravest people under the sun. I personally will never do something like that. So I'm here with my trusty dandy mascara to put on mascara. Now, here's a little pro tip that I learned. A great way to put on mascara is to actually use a mirror, my handy dandy mirror. I bought it for like 10 bucks. And look down. This way you don't have to worry about getting mascara on any of your eyeshadow and then be like, oh, I gotta go back and fix it. So I'm just gonna look down into my mirror, which makes it look like I'm closing my eyes. And it's super easy to put on mascara this way and helps me with my underlining, which is truthfully what I want to do. As you can see, I did mess up anyway, but we got this. From a bitch that's laced, like a bitch with taste. Had to look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine. What happened was I forgot to clean off the front part of my mascara wand. And just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die. It's going on kind of thick and chunky. Get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Alright, now we're smoothing it out. Don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. Alright, so you see it gave me a black line as if I put on liner. But really, all I did was underline. And I'm just brushing my lashes out so as not to clump. Alright. Because I could play with these bad boys all day. Let's go on to the next eye.
toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your lopes. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page, had a premonition this will be the last of my days. But I escaped from the rage, but can't escape from the maze.
Alright, so now I'm just going to do my lashes.
From a bitch that's lazy like a bitch with taste. Had the look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the deep of your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair when I go my legacy won't die.
I feel like the line is a little too thick for me.
To vacate and get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't switch it up,
thinning it out a little bit. There we go. So now it's lashes time. So I got these super cute lashes, nothing special about them, and using them for the first time. So I gotta open them up. Sorry. So you can see them. Super cute. I love them. Now I have smaller eyes, so granted, if I put these on, they would work. Let me show you. So they're about actually the same size as my eye, which is fine, because look, so I can put them on and they totally would work. Let me see, I can show you. And this is just from like the sticky stuff that's on there, on the actual eyelash. But I noticed like it comes all the way to like the very end, just to show you. So like this kind of like bothers me a little bit. So what I do is I just clip the little end off, and that's what I'm gonna do. Nothing too drastic or crazy. I'm just talking about like clipping that much. Well, you can't see my finger. Like clipping that much off of the lash, just so it sits a tad bit more comfortably. So it's just the very end that I'm clipping off on both of the lashes. Look up in the reap of your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die. And then we are ready to go gadget. Like I said, just a tad bit, little piece. You can't even tell the difference. But it actually makes a difference in the feel. So they feel a whole lot more comfortable. And basically that's the important part. Alright, so I have my lash tweezers, and these are the tweezers that I love. They have some, like the black ones, they're usually black and they go to the side. I'm not a fan of those. I like these because it makes it so much easier to put the lash on your eye, because you're putting them directly where you want them to go. And I have some lash glue that I use. Just some basic lash glue, because all it says is lash glue. I like it because it dries in like 3 seconds. I'm just cleaning off the tip of it. Super sticky. Now when you put on lash glue, you don't want to make it too thick. You just want a nice small layer of glue evened out on the lash. So you see, that's it. Nothing thick, nothing heavy. And I put on my lashes very well, basically the same way that I put on the eyeliner. I mean the mascara. I have my mirror, I'm looking down, so it looks like I'm closing my eye, which makes it easier for me to put it like directly on. Like I know some people, they'll close their eye and they'll do it, and I'm just like, you got skills. Because me, as you can see, it's like a show, a project. So let's get to projecting. So here I am my mirror, I put it under my face, and I look down, and I put it exactly where I want it to go in the middle, and then I secure the edges. And there you have it. Oh, that edge came up. Oh, there you have it, a pretty little edge. Okay, so my edges are not working with me today, and that happened because maybe I didn't give it enough time to dry. Shoot. Like, they really do not want to cooperate. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to dry next time because you don't want this happening again. I know one time I was like in a total rush, and I really wasn't paying attention to my lashes, and I get to my job in the car, you know, doing my final check, getting my stuff together, and then I realized my lashes are like falling off. I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, what the frick am I supposed to do? I'm already at work. I started on them anyway. I act like nothing was the matter. Have my lash flapping in the wind. And when you walk with confidence, who can tell? And that's how you gotta do it. You're the only one that knows there's a mistake with your look. So strut that shit. And still coming up. But you wouldn't know not unless I said something. Had to look his grams in the face and tell a Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reap of your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it. See, it's all about how you carry yourself. So if you carry yourself with confidence, who's to say there's something wrong with it? Or with anything you're doing, anything you have on. It's just like no one's gonna pay attention to a hole in your stocking if you don't broadcast that there's a hole in your stocking. I mean, there's a who's to wear stockings, but you see where I'm going with this. Alright, so I'm looking down, putting it right where I want it to go, and then I'm securing the outers and the inner. Alright, there we go. These full on drama lashes. Yes. Full on drama. Alright, so let's move on to the rest of our face. And I like to do my eyelashes first, or my eyes first, just in case, you know, you kind of make a mess or need to clean something up. I'm not going to ruin my foundation and concealer and all that. Alright, I'm just securing them in place. So, for my foundation, I use Dream Liquid Mousse from Maybelline, and I just pump like 6 or 7 pumps on the back of my hand. And I like using a flat brush for foundation. I know some people use beauty blenders, but I just love the control that this gives me. Now I'm going right under my eye, and I'm taking it straight up to meet my eyebrow. And you'll see why that works. It gives you that nice, sharp, clean line for your eyeshadow. And I'm making sure to blend this all the way out. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crick, do this shit for your loaf. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. way out. Yes, back in this beautiful little hairline. Up under this neck. All around up under there. Got my nose to do. Getting in the creases and corners of my nose. And now my forehead. I'm just going around my eyebrows. Getting into my hairline.
It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page, had a premonition this will be the last of my days. But I escaped from the rage, but can't escape from the maze. Goddamn shit hurt to see banging his grave. Hurt my heart to see my nigga just laid. He should be getting some leg from a bitch that's laced. He like a bitch.
See, this is why I like using the brush, because like I said, it allows me so much more control to get in all these nooks and crannies, and knowing that I am rightfully so in there with them. And I think I did 7 pumps, and it gave me exactly what I needed. I'm just going up now just to get these good fine areas going. Back by my ear, underneath. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So now we're gonna do some concealer. Okay. And I'm using Maybelline Fit Me concealer in, I think it's 30 Cafe. Yeah, however you like to put on your concealer. Some people just use lines, some people use triangles. I like to get the whole area going. It just makes it easier for me. And I do one dip and I bring it out, following the same line I made with my foundation. Like that, when you conceal, you go down and out, down and out, down and out. One dip.
It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page, had a premonition this will be the last of my days. But I escaped from the rage, but can't escape from the maze. Goddamn shit hurt to see banging his grave. Hurt my heart to see my nigga just laid. He should be getting some leg from a bitch that's laced. He like a bitch with taste. Had to look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reap of your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his house.
And then I'll use my blender to get it really nice. So what I like to do is I like to just let it sit for a minute. This way the concealer and the foundation, they're kind of working together with each other as opposed to competing with each other. So when you're blending it, you're actually blending the two colors together, or the two formulas together, as opposed to just patting and taking away your concealer. And what I'm going to do, actually, to be honest, is just touch up a little bit up here. I know. But I just feel like it got a little funky for some reason. I don't know why. And I'm taking my purple, my dark purple, and actually going right in it just like that. And like I said, I just feel like it got a little funky. Alright, now, because my eyelashes was giving me trouble, I just want to secure them. I just make sure they're still cooperating. Alright, which they are. Fabulous. Okay. So, I'm giving it a little minute to work and do its thing. So now I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics Precision Blender. And granted, like you see, I use the regular beauty blender to do my setting powder. But when it comes to my concealer, I love to use the Precision Blender because of this narrowness that happens. So it allows me to get right up in these areas. So as you can see, I can get right up in there and pat that thing out. And then that also helps me to line out. You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Helps me get right under. And what I do is I puff out my cheek so I don't have to worry about creating any lines, to be honest. There we go. Get right under there. Yes. 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 All right, there we go. Now, I do know I have like this reverse contour going on my nose. So, what I do is I take, you can use the back of your beauty blender to blend it out, but I found it just to be so much easier is to go back with my foundation brush and smooth out the lines. See? See? So we need to put some highlight and lipstick. So we're going back to our palette for our highlighter color, and our highlighter color is actually Grateful. I'm using this color here. It's called Grateful. I like to use this super small brush because it helps me to get in the corners here. And we're not doing anything too wild and out of control and outrageous. We're just highlighting these little areas. Highlighting these little areas. But you know what's better to do? Let's set and then highlight. It'll be a better use of our time. So I'm getting out my Master Fix again that I'm just about out of, and I'm going to hope that it works with me and gives me what I need to set my face. It's totally not. And I'm gonna set, yeah, it's totally not, right under my eyes. Come on, work with me, baby, work with me. Like, it's, when I tell you it's like done, I'm seeing that like more and more now. Like, I really thought, here you go, setting right under my eyes. And I'm gonna do it on my chin. Come on, work with me, baby, work with me.
Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you prick, do this shit for your low.
Now, I do take it a little further down with the setting powder than usual. Like I said, I have
it's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the
my oils come in.
Had to scribble the page. Had a premonition this will be the last of my days. But I escaped from the rage, but can't escape from the maze. Goddamn shit, hurt to see banging this grave. Hurt my heart to see my nigga just laid. You should be getting some leg. from a bitch that's laced like a bitch with taste.
So let's go back to
Had to look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reaper your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. They still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die here. Gotta invest in a timeshare to vacate and get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't, switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time.
It helps me to really line out my cupid's bow nicely. And you just take it. Down to the side. Now, I am very unorthodox when it comes to my C area. I like to use one of these smaller brushes because it just pats it on your nose just perfectly. See what I'm saying? And goes right up it just wonderfully. And then I do this. Hot on my lip. And use the excess to
let's make
highlight
a toast to my
area.
niggas that's ghosts. If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close.
Go
if
in.
you don't, switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page. Had a premonition this would be the last of my days, but I escaped from the rage, but can't escape from the maze. Goddamn shit, hurt to see banging this grave. Hurt my heart to see my nigga just
And I'm
lay.
thinking
Should
about
be getting
these
some lay
colors,
from a
and
bitch
I'm
that's
actually
laced
thinking
like a
about
bitch with
comparing them
taste.
with
Had
my
to look his
eyes,
grams in the
figuring out
face
which one I wanna
and
go.
tell her
I
Jonathan
don't
was a
see
race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reaper your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a
this
fuck,
is
take a
the
leak in the
teeth
lake
and
and
bang
just die
bang.
there. But I'd rather
Bang
feed my son in his high
And
chair.
what I'm
When
gonna
I
do is
go,
I'm
my
gonna use my
legacy
mirror
won't
just to
die
make sure
here.
I'm getting my
Gotta invest in a
line ever so
timeshare to vacate and get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my
I
niggas
really
that's
love
ghosts.
this one.
If you make it, take care of your folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't, switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time.
I like how that came through. Yes. Yes. Okay, so it's time to, I just want to fill in my eyebrows, just the fronts of them, and then line them up.
Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts.
I'm just
If you
gonna
make it,
hit
take
a
care
couple
of
of
your
strokes.
folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't, switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, niggas stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time. It's crazy how these rhymes get made. I remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the page. Had a premonition this would be
And
the
I'm
last
going
of my
to brush
days.
them
But I
out,
escaped from the rage,
which
but
what
can't
that
escape
does
from the
is
maze.
fade out
Goddamn
the
shit,
color.
hurt to see banging his grave. Hurt my heart to see my nigga just laid. He should be getting some leg from a bitch that's laced. He like a bitch with taste. Had to look his grams in the face and tell her Jonathan was a race. You can't imagine the taste when it's death on a plate. You look up in the reaper your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break. It still won't give a fuck, take a leak in the lake and just die there. But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die here. Gotta invest in a timeshare to vacate and get the fuck from round here. Let's make a toast to my niggas that's ghosts.
And
If you make
then
it, take
we
care
have
of
to
your
add
folks.
some
Take care of who's
highlighter
close.
to
If you
our
don't, switch switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch they face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, nigga, stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time.
Now, time to get rid of this setting powder. So we're going to use our big multi-purpose brush and just fan it away. Nothing too wild and crazy.
Let's make a toast to my niggas that's close.
And
If
then
you make
we're
it,
going
take care of
to
your folks.
add
Take care of
our
who's close.
finishing
If you
spray.
don't switch it up, try a
Because
different
we
approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their
So,
face when
shake
you
it up,
switch
shake
them
it
to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your
And we
blood.
are
Front
red
line, do this shit for
sugar.
your line. If shit
Okay.
hard, nigga, stay on your
So,
grind. It's just a matter of
we're
time.
done.
It's crazy how
As
these
you can
rhymes
see,
get made. I
fabulous,
remember the days I sat back, had to scribble the
And
page.
I have
Had a
enjoyed my
premonition
time
this
with
will
you
be the
here
last of my
so,
days,
so,
but
so,
I
so
escaped
very
from the
much.
rage, but
And
can't
I
escape from the
cannot
maze.
wait
Goddamn
to
shit,
do
hurt to
that.
see
But
Daniel's grave.
if you
Hurt my
happen to
heart to
have
see
any
my nigga
questions,
just
you
laid.
can
He
help
should
or
be getting some
anything,
leg
or
from a
just
bitch
chat.
that's laced
You
like a
can
bitch
leave a
with
comment
taste.
right below.
Had to look his
I'll
grams in the
definitely
face
get back to
and
you.
tell a
You
Jonathan was a
can
race.
send me
You
an
can't imagine
email.
the taste
My
when
email
it's death on a
address is
plate. You look up in the reaper your date. I ride the boat till it leak and it break.
You can be ever
It
so
still don't
kind
give a
as
fuck, take a
to
leak in the
follow
lake.
me on
We just
social
died
media
in.
and
But I'd rather feed my son in his high chair. When I go, my legacy won't die.
But
gotta invest
in
in
the
the
meantime,
time
to
to vacate and get the fuck from round
keep
here.
on
Let's make a
getting
toast to
beautiful,
my niggas
being
that's
awesome,
close.
and
If you make it,
staying
take care of your
happy.
folks. Take care of who's close. If you don't switch it up, try a different approach. For the ones that fly with you, watch their face when you switch them to coach. If you crip, do this shit for your locals. If you blood, do this shit for your blood. Front line, do this shit for your line. If shit hard, nigga, stay on your grind. It's just a matter of time.